Okay, so on section, what are we, 7-4, on the back page, number 9, we started and we worked it out. You can try this. We tried number 10 through 12 on our own, so now I'm going to go over the answers. Number 10, what did you get as an answer? The 10. Number 11, what did you get as your answer? Whoops, I didn't hide it. I got 60 feet. And the thing is, I didn't have to do any work here. I recognized that 45 degree, and it's n radical 2. So if this side is 60, then this side is 60. Okay? So you can recognize shortcuts. You could have done it through SOHCAHTOA if you wanted to. It just took a little extra work. Still, what do you get for number 12? 30, I'm hearing?
34. 35.
Yeah, it was 34.99, but when you round to the nearest tenth, it has to go up. 7-4, this is called applications or word problems. Okay, what does an elevator do?
They go up.
Takes you up. Okay, good. Like the elevation of a mountain, those of you that go skiing, you're always thinking about how far down of elevation the snow comes, etc. So an elevation, an angle of elevation is an angle that rises. So if you're on the ground and you're looking up at the top of a tower, the angle of elevation is this angle right here from you. Basically, it's from your eyesight, and then it's looking upwards. Angle of elevation goes upwards. Where do you think an angle of depression goes? Downwards. So if you're going to be having an angle of depression, you have to start up high. Like there's a person up here, standing on top of the roof. You start out high, and your eyesight is like this, straight across. But depression means you go, you look, you turn your head downwards a little bit, and then you can see something that's on the ground. That's depression right there. This one's elevation. And that matters because in word problems, sometimes they'll use that word. They'll say an angle of elevation, and you have to put it in the right place in the word problem. We're going to forget about all the numbers, just like we did before. We're going to just draw a picture. So what do I need to draw? Air traffic controller. What else? Airplane. Yeah, the air traffic controller is at the airport, and then you have an airplane, okay? You guys know that I'm horrible at drawing, so I cheated a little bit. The pilot's inside the airplane, I sincerely hope. Okay, so I found an airplane and an air traffic controller. Okay, so he's in this tower, he's basically on the ground, he's looking at the airplane. Alright, so you just have to draw the situation, and remember, we're dealing with triangles. So your situation is going to form a triangle. Yeah, you have to draw the situation. And remember what I said last time, if you're not good with really drawing items, you can use the words. You could write the word plane, and you could write the word controller, or you could use a P for plane, C for controller. But you have to remember that it's going to be a triangle. So there's a triangle connecting the air traffic controller, and then there's a triangle, part of the triangle coming straight down. When you measure the altitude of an airplane, you are measuring it at a right angle with the ground. Okay, so just get the picture in your mind. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can use words if you don't like drawing an airplane. You can write the word plane, but you have to see a triangle there. So they say here, now we can put the numbers in. An angle of elevation would be right here, from the ground up. An angle of depression would be starting up high and going down low. But either way that they say that, I'll show you, but you're going to get to where you just see they go in the same place. All right, what's one of the numbers that I know? Yep, and that's the angle of elevation. The angle of elevation is drawn down at the ground, going upwards. So put 41 degrees right here. Angle of elevation, 41 degrees. And we'll circle that. That'll be our focus area. What's another number? 4,000. What does that represent? Good. That means how high the plane is. So the plane is 4,000 feet off the ground. Above the ground. Now they didn't give us any more numbers. But if you do this every single time, it'll make it simple for you. You read the question tangent, that's where you put x. Okay, so what's the question? What is the what? What's the question? Horizontal distance. Good. Horizontal means this way. So your x is the one that's going this way. So put your x on the horizontal distance between the plane and the airplane. Okay, sometimes they'll say the exact distance. The exact distance between the airplane and the airport is this one, the hypotenuse. It's diagonal. The horizontal distance is just the flat part of the triangle. All right, so now that's something that we can solve. Okay, dealing with that triangle, think about what word you would choose, sine, cosine, or tangent. This is our focus angle. What would you choose? Tangent. Good. This is opposite. This is adjacent. So it's the tangent of what? 41 degrees. And the 400 is on top, the x is on bottom. Okay, you guys should be good with cross multiplying by now. Let's go through it. You know the degree, so we're going to say x over 1, and we're going to multiply 41, tangent of 41 times x, or what do some of you guys do as a shortcut right now, knowing the x is on the bottom? Some of you remember the shortcut already. That's when you divide. Good. When the variable's on the bottom, that's when you can just divide rather than going through all the steps. But what number goes on top if you divide? The 4,000. Good. So go ahead and cross multiply it, see if you get this answer. I want you to be able to find it or be able to be at the point where you can get it on your own. It's the tangent of 41 times x, but since x isn't by itself yet, you have to divide 4,000 divided by 41 tangent. Depending on how your calculator works, you can set that up. And I got 4601.5. The directions didn't tell you how to round it, so I just did my default way to the nearest 10. So, we have a tower where the ranger stands up there and observes the ground to make sure everything's safe. And what does he see? A fire. So draw a watchtower and a fire. Okay? Now notice you're really forming a triangle here. The ranger is inside here somewhere, and he's looking down. What kind of angle is that? Depression, angle of depression when he's looking downwards. Alright, and then you have the ground, of course, right here. So you have your triangle. Tower should be built at 90 degrees. So that should be a right triangle right there. Okay, when you have your triangle drawn, your situation figured out, if you don't like drawings, write fire right here and write tower right here. And you can just write the words, that'll be okay. So now let's put in the numbers. What numbers do we have? 7 degrees. That is the angle of depression. It is not the angle right here. Depression means that you're starting off horizontal and looking downwards. So draw this, please, and then I'm going to show you a shortcut. Looking downwards, he looked down 7 degrees. It's not right here. This one doesn't have a special name. Horizontal means depression means you start horizontal and you go downwards. Okay. Can anybody tell me what this angle would be? Right here. 7 degrees. Can anybody tell me the name for those kind of angles? Starts with an A. They are alternate interior. They are acute, that's right. But these two angles are alternate interior angles. So whatever they give you, angle of depression or angle of elevation, it's always going to end up being right here anyway. Okay, alternate interior angles are equal. So this will be our focus angle. I heard someone say 90. What's the 90 represent? The what? Yeah, how high up the force ranger is, that's right. So 90 right there. Now we can't solve it till we know what we're trying to find. You have to find the question and call it x. What's the question? Good. So the x would go where? Ground. Okay, what do we get? 733. And that was rounded up, right? Okay. Good. Any questions on that?